are not going to need a whiteboard, or rather, you're not going to need those, what are those called? Dry erase markers for this whiteboard. Hey everybody, David Paskin here, your Torah tech guy, and I'm here on Torah Tech Tips to share with you some great tech for your great Torah. And today I wanted to talk about the new whiteboard from Zoom. Zoom has had a whiteboard for a little while now, but they recently upgraded it, and I honestly like it a lot more. So I'm going to start by taking you into a Zoom meeting, and then we'll look at the web portal for the whiteboard also and talk about how you might want to use this for meetings or classes or things like that. So let's jump in here. So you can see I have a Zoom meeting open with just me in it at this point. Now in the past, when we wanted to get to a whiteboard, you had to go to screen share, which was down here, and then you had to choose whiteboard. I think it was under the advanced tab. Now you have your own whiteboard little button down here at the bottom. If you don't see it, that's only because your window isn't large enough. You just click on the more button and it'll show up there. But I have it here, so I'm going to go ahead and click on whiteboard. And you can see I already have a few whiteboards that I have used in the past. Let's just start on a new whiteboard and open and collaborate. Now, a few things that you can see here. So down at the bottom, allow attendees to access after the meeting. I have that checked by default because I want people to be able to access it. And then over here, all participants can edit. I can change that to all participants can view, and then open and collaborate. So now I have to find it because I have too many screens going on here. Hold on a second. Let me find my whiteboard here. There it is. And I'll bring it over here. All right, so here is my whiteboard. I'm going to make it a little bigger. Actually, I'll make it the full screen. So now you can see the whiteboard. And by default, the pen is highlighted over here. So you can draw on it. You can add shapes if you want. You know, all the normal stuff that you would be able to do in a whiteboard. You can, of course, add text. This is text. And then you can format that text however you'd like. One of the things that I like is the sticky note feature. So people can grab a sticky note. They can change the color of the sticky note. There's a lot of functionality in here. Now remember, this is a whiteboard, and if you allow all of your participants to interact with it, anybody who's in here can grab any of the different pieces that you have here and move them around. So very much like on a Google Doc where everyone has permissions to edit it, this also, everyone will have permissions to navigate and to manipulate this text. When you're done, you can close the whiteboard. And let's see, if I click on the share, I'm just curious, if I go up here to the top and I click on share, so you can see here, now it's already shared with everyone who's in the meeting, but I can also add other people and again, decide if I want them to be an editor, commenter, or viewer. And then only invited users can view or just me. And you can also, of course, copy the link. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close that whiteboard. So now I'm back in my meeting. So now let me take you into the website side of this, because one of the things that's powerful about these whiteboards is that they're not only available in meeting, they're also available after the meeting. So I'm here on the back end. Oh, there it is. So I'm now here in my Zoom account on just zoom.us, and I clicked on my account. And if you look both up at the top and over here on the left-hand side, you see whiteboards. This is more of your, oh no, actually it goes to the same place. I apologize. I thought that was going to be whiteboard settings. So you can access it from here or from up here at the top. You can see that you get a few more options if you click it from over here. All whiteboards, my whiteboard shared with me. So this is a little more fully featured over here on the left-hand side. If you click on this one up here at the top, it just takes you to your whiteboards. And then you have the same information just formatted differently here on the left-hand side. My whiteboard shared with me starred. So let me take you into one that I used for a meeting recently, and I'll tell you what I loved about it and also what didn't work so well. So if you just click into this whiteboard, now again, this was made during a meeting, and then I'm now accessing it outside of that meeting, and anybody that I shared this with can do the same. So what I did here is I took this photo here. It says Shomrei Torah's Sinai, and then the picture of the mountain. Along with these three sort of bars that I made, I did this in Canva, exported it as an image, and then I uploaded it here. One of the nice things is that if you scroll down, you can actually change the order. So if I want to send that to back, you'll see I have another photo behind it of just the mountain without those bars across, because this is actually where we started. We started without any of these stickies on here. And what I invited participants to do is to grab us. So by the way I got this image in here is I just clicked on image, and then you can find the image from your desktop. But what I invited my participants to do is to add sticky notes with different information. Right? In this case, we were talking about foundational principles for our community. So social action, right, could be a foundational principle. And different people could add their sticky notes here, and then I could manipulate them and move them around and do whatever I wanted with them. So then after we had all these, and they were just kind of randomly on here on the mountain, then what I did, I'm just going to delete this so that I don't forget to do that. Then what I did is I made this image of just the mountain. I put it back to the back, and then this image that was in the back before came to the front with all the stickies staying on top. And then we could move these around and put them in the different areas that we wanted to put them in. So again, what's really powerful about this to me is the opportunity for people to interact in real time and then have access to that after the fact, after your meeting, after your class. Now, here's one of the things that I found that was a problem, and I haven't honestly found the solution to this yet. So I'm looking right now at I don't even know what this is, a 27-inch screen, I guess, that I have this on. And so I made this image, the mountain image, I made it nice and big. I made it to fill my screen. When I invited people, when I opened this in the meeting for people, the image was too big and they couldn't see everything. They had to scroll up and down to see the whole thing. It was hard for them to put the stickies in. So I think that when I do this in another iteration, in fact, I can show you it. You can even see just here on the thumbnails that I'm trying to do it differently. The next time I do this, I'm going to have the image much smaller. So same idea. I've got two images here on top of each other. I've got that second one right below. I've got this one right on top. And then as people add sticky notes, and people could size their sticky notes if they want to. And by the way, you can't really see this very well, but down here at the bottom, when I hover over the sticky note, the person's name of who added that does show up. So that's helpful to see. So people can add their sticky notes. We could color code them if we want. And then what I can do is, again, as I did before, send this to the back, and then we can start actually organizing these. I can make them so, and this isn't letting me make it smaller. I don't know why. Maybe that's as small as it goes, actually. So that's an interesting challenge that we have here, right? What I might need to do once we get here is to make this a little bigger and then put them on. This is all about formatting. We can all figure this out for ourselves, but you get the basic idea. And again, I think that the ability to work with people both during a meeting and after a meeting and have that persistent collaborative experience, that persistent documentation of what you worked on is something that is really exciting. I also think the interface is just a lot nicer. There are some things that are not working fully yet. If you look up here at the top, there is a little chat bubble. If you click on that chat bubble, if you click on that chat bubble, you see that you get comments, give feedback, make a note, but then there's absolutely nowhere to make a note or leave comments. So unless maybe if I scroll down here, no, there's absolutely nothing there. So this is not fully featured yet. It's not fully functioning yet, but I think has the potential to do some really, to offer some really wonderful help for you when you're teaching Torah, when you're doing really anything, particularly in meetings. I think could be really powerful. So that's the new Zoom whiteboard that I really am starting to love quite a bit. If I could just figure out that sizing piece, right? If that how I can make sure that everybody can see on their screen, no matter what size it is, what I'm seeing on my screen. What I'm really looking for is a more responsive design, and it doesn't seem like that's built in to this yet. So that is Zoom Whiteboards. You can find all about that at zoom.us. Just click on the Whiteboards button in the top right, or if you're in a meeting, if you're hosting a meeting, you'll find it on the bottom of your Zoom meeting. If you don't see it there, along with the emojis and raise hand, all that. If you don't see it, click on the More button, and it'll be hiding in there. Of course, you do need to be upgraded to the latest version of Zoom to have all this wonderful functionality, and you can upgrade your client right from within the client. While you're checking out the new Zoom whiteboard, I want to invite you to visit me over at www.torah.techguy.com. I have lots of great resources there for you. I'm always willing to help, and I especially want to make you aware that your Torah is worth sharing. And I want to help you reach more people and teach more Torah. And we already have 6 founding members of the Reach More, Teach More program. If you go to www.reachmoreteachmore.com, or you can just go to my website, torah.techguy.com/more, and you can learn all about it. I want to give you the undivided, personalized attention that you need to be able to look your best, sound your best, share your best Torah in digital space. So I invite you to go over and visit reachmoreteachmore.com for more information about that. I will see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to be on office hours. I'd love for you to join me. And I actually have a couple videos that I'm working on right now. I'm glad you're one of the founding members too, Facebook user. I can't see your name, but I want to say hello to you. So if you want to put your name over there on Facebook, I'd love to bring it in. It's so good to have you here. I'm going to guess. Wait, don't tell me who you are yet. I'm going to guess that this is Adrian. Am I right? Is it Rabbi? Rabbi Adrian, is that you? She's not telling me yet. I don't know. I think it's her. I'm guessing it's her. Maybe it's not her. Oh, I hope I just didn't get in trouble by saying it's her and it's not her. In any case, if you'd like more information about that, head on over to, yes, I got it. Rabbi Rudin, how you doing? It's so good to see you. So in any case, this is the new whiteboard from Zoom. And if you'd like to learn more about Reach More, Teach More, come on and join me over there. TorahTechGuy.com. I will be on office hours tomorrow morning, I think, and lots of other great stuff coming up. I have a couple really cool videos I'm working on for you. So stay tuned, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.